Oh, hey, what's up, you guys? How's it going? It's Papa, and today we're going to be taking a dive into my Burning Abyss Amazement Dragoon Turbo deck profile, whatever you want to call it.
Oh hell no, it's The Exorcist.
Oh, hey, what's up, you guys? How's it going? It's Papa, and today we're going to be profiling my Burning Abyss Amazement deck that I just took to my locals. It did pretty good. It went 2-2, only losing to the winner and to Drytron that out-resourced me, but let alone they were both really good guys. Other than that, the deck did what I wanted it to do. The only problem was, I think, probably in the trap card lineup that I played, but without further ado, we'll go ahead and get straight into it. If you don't know already, Burning Abyss is one of my favorite decks, and I just love playing it. I have been playing Phantom Knights for a while, so I wanted to switch it back and go back to my old roots by playing BA, and the deck did really good. Again, it was just a matter of we had some really good competition at locals this week, and there's nothing else I can really say. The deck did well. It's 50 cards in the main. I was playing 45, but I decided to bump it up to 50, and it was pretty good. So we'll play 3 Torkides, 3 Rhino Warrior. This was originally at 2 when I was playing 45, but I decided to bump it back up to 3 with the deck count. So it was pretty good. 3 copies of Graph, 2 Skarm, 2 Seer, 2 Farfa, Barbar, Calcab, Libic, and Alich. If you saw my last Burning Abyss list that I played for the case tournament, it's the same lineup. The exact same cards, I just think that they're broken. Debatably, you can cut Alich. I never use Alich. I think it's kind of weak, so I think going forward, I'm probably going to cut this from the main and just play the other ones. Barbar is also really weak. The only thing that you need him for is if in case you go to time, but even then, he's not really that good. So that's the Burning Abyss lineup. Honorary Burning Abyss is Backjack. This card's still insane because you're still playing trap cards, so you definitely want to play him. Monkey cards, Dragoon and Red Eyes, or Dragoon and Red Eyes, Dark Magician, Red Eyes. You have to play them because this is what ensures you that you're probably winning. And then for Spice, I did say Amazement Burning Abyss, and I wasn't kidding. I played triple copies of Arlecchino, and this card was insane all day. Like, it just gave me an extra body. 2600 is really hard to get around. Like, I played against Guru, he was the guy that won, but just being able to attack over everything is really good. And then including, like, it catches a lot of people off guard too. Like, I had a lot of people looking over my table today while playing, being like, Amazement BA. Yeah, it's different, but it's been working really well, and I think I'm honestly going to keep playing it going forward because these cards were really insane. That's it for the monster lineup. For spells, we did max out on Ticket. This was debatable. I mean, one did get sided out every now and then, but the Amazement cards were actually probably the best cards in the deck, other than Tour Guide. Tour Guide is the best card ever. But Ticket was really good, just being able to trigger this in the draw phase so you don't get drooled. But even then, drool doesn't really hurt your deck anyway. 3 Prosperity. This would be like the only time where drool hurts, is if this got drooled and then you can't resolve your Prosperity. But for the most part, I never really saw both of these cards together. So yeah. And then the 1 Red Eyes Fusion, just because you have to play Dragoon, and that's how you do it. For the traps, this was the hardest part of the deck. I definitely think I played the wrong traps, and I'll talk more into it when we get to those traps. Double Finger Reefing, this card's broken. I kind of want to bump it up to 3. I wasn't originally playing it in my list, but then again, when I bumped up to 45, this is what got thrown in because I wasn't originally playing it. 1 Cyclocoaster, this card's okay. I just like having it as an extra target off of Arlecchino, just in case you already use your Horror House, which I did play 3 of. And this card's insane. This card is so good, it overperformed today, and I wish I could play more of it, but this card is just broken. 3 copies of DD Ground. This card's also still good. This card will shut down any turn, except for Guru, because the card didn't really matter against it. 3 copies of Torrential Tribute. Now, I've talked about in the past how good Torrential Tribute is, but today, or when I played at locals, it was not good. Like, this card was actually really bad. Probably the worst card in the deck. This actually got sided out a lot because of it. Probably due to the matchups that I played against. Like I did play against two Drytron players, so or no, one Drytron player, and when I played it, it just didn't matter because I never saw it, and even when I did see it, it was too late. So I kind of just wish that this was like a compulse or like a judgment, just anything other than torrential, to be honest. Like it just wasn't as good that I wanted it to be. What was really good though was actually infinite impermanence. I never saw imperm Arlecchino, but it doesn't matter because Arlecchino triggers off any trap card activation, not just your own. But imperm was really good. I liked having it as like a, hey, just in case I draw it, I can just interrupt my opponent. And it's good because it hit an Anaconda today, and that's what we want. And then last trap we played was 3 Solemn Strike. This card's insane. Going forward, I'll probably cut the Torrentials. I don't know, maybe play Trap Trick or something. But this card was just not what I wanted it to be. But that's going to do it for the main deck. Again, it's 50 cards in the main deck. Very last second decision, but it worked out. For the extra deck, we played 1 Dragoon. You don't need more than 1. Pilgrim, because you can still summon him. I came very close to summoning him, but my Beatrice got stopped. And 2 Dante. You definitely don't need 3. Fortune Tune. The extra deck is basically the same as like the case tournament, because just because you added Amazement cards doesn't mean like the extra deck doesn't need to change at all, to be honest. But I changed a couple cards. Fortune Tune was still good to make Zeus. I made Zeus once, and having the downer there as the extra material really helped a lot too. Zeus, what can I say? Beatrice, I wish this card was at more than 1, otherwise I would definitely play it at more than 1. For Lynx, I played 1 Gravity Controller. I wasn't playing Link Spider because I wasn't playing Dino-Miscus. That's probably one of the cards that I would want to include in the future is Dino-Miscus again. But the Gravity Controller was just in case like your hand is not that good, so you just summon the Dante up here and link it away, and then you get an add back so you can get into your Anaconda easier. But it really just depends on what your hand was. Anaconda, broken. Masquerena, still broken. And I actually played 2 targets for Masquerena this time. I played Cerberus and Unicorn. Cerberus because I played Nibiru in the side, which I'll get to shortly. But Unicorn and Masquerena is just the perfect duo. And then Access Code for stealing games. And then I played a Boral Sword for the 15 card. I didn't know what else to really throw in here. It was either this or Appaloosa, but I'm really glad I did Boral Sword because it came up once. So that's the extra deck, 15 cards. And then for the side deck, rounding it off, we played 3 copies of Nibiru. It was okay. I don't think I really resolved it more than once. 3 Shifter, I never saw it, but I wouldn't play the deck without it. Pinkertops, I actually saw this quite a bit, but it wasn't as game-breaking as I thought it would be. Feather Duster, this card's insane. Resolved it once. 3 Twin Twister, this card was MVP. This was able to help me steal a lot of games, and I don't know what I'd do without it. 3 Judgment, this got replaced for Torrential when going first every single time. And then last card I played was Order, which I honestly kind of want to toy around with playing in the main deck. This card's insane. But yeah, guys, that's actually going to go ahead and do it for the deck profile. Let me know what you have on this list. Like, I think it was really good. Again, I'm probably going to cut Torrential just because it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. But I don't know, maybe with more testing, it'll be good. But other than that, I don't think there's really too much that I would change. Like, again, maybe cutting the Alich. But the deck was really good. It was just a matter of, like, everyone that I played against was also just as good as the deck was. And, again, 2-2 isn't really anything to brag about. Didn't top. But it's a really fun deck concept if you are interested in trying it, because the Amazement cards actually really help out a lot. But sure, they're not fiends, but there was a time today where I got hit by There Can Be Only One, and I was able to have my Dante with the Arlecchino out and just keep pushing for damage like that until I saw like a Twin Twister. But yeah, the deck was really good, and I think I'm definitely going to keep playing it going forward. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about the deck that you'd like to let me know, please let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, guys, this has been Papa, and I will catch you all in my next video. Take care, everyone.